What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a Red Eyes deck profile post the gold sarcophagus tin. The reason for the lack of videos is my camera broke, and at the minute now it's okay. So like I said, without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. This is a fun deck. It's not really OTK, but I suppose it's kind of swarm Red Eyes as best much as you can. A lot of the way it works is basically get all the Red Eyes to the graveyard, and then from there you have cards to manipulate the graveyard, and special summon them and do all that kind of stuff. And if you do draw them, there's cards to make them not dead as well. So we start off with the first, I'm going to put them over here, the first three OG Red Eyes. Everybody knows this card by now, just a vanilla 2400 attack. The next card is Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Basically what this does is you can banish a dragon on the field and special summon a dragon from any dragon monster from your hand or graveyard. And he's just got probably kind of an extender sort of thing. He's not the main thing just because he's a Red Eyes, is why I run him. And the fact that he works well in any kind of dragon deck. The next card we are running is the new card, which I'll probably just do. Well, not too new. There's been new stuff out, but it was designed by the creator, which is pretty cool. It's Prismatic Rare. So the way this card works is you have to reveal. So it can't be normal summon to set. It's like it's called Red Eyes Alternative Dragon, Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon. So you tribute a Red Eyes monster in your hand. It can be any Red Eyes monster, and then you can special summon this card once per turn. This way, if this card is destroyed, you can target level 7 Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, except Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon, especially summon it. And if you do, its attack becomes double. So essentially, Red Eyes Black Dragon becomes 4800 beater after this card is destroyed. And all you have to do is send like one of your Red Eyes cards in your hands to the graveyard, which is really, really cool. So the reason like that's good is because a lot of these kind of older decks are very bricky in your hands, so it kind of just clears up your hand a little bit. The next one we're running is some of the, I think people call it legacy support. So it's a Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. So it's a Gemini monster. It has the effect if it's summoned twice, basically, is if damage calculation is performed involving a card at the end of the battle phase, you can inflict damage upon it equal to the original attack of this card's attack. So 2400 damage straight off the bat, which is nice. But it's also another level 7. There's a reason I run so many as well. I'll explain that as I go. Another one of the new cards that was designed, well, the artwork was designed by the creator of Duel Monsters, is Neo Kaiser Glider. So what this card does is you can discard this card on one other monster and special summon a normal monster in the graveyard. So this card is counted as normal monster in the graveyard, and this one as well, so you can special summon these, which is really nice. And then you're also going to be using it to fusion summon out this card. That's why we run two of them, because Red Eyes Fusion you can still use from the deck, so it's not that much of a dead draw, I suppose. The next card running is Red Eyes Wyvern. So you want to you can send this card to the graveyard. Like you can send it with this, you can send it with this because you can normal summon it. You can send it with this. You can normal summon it, whatever. Like I said, use it for a link, use it for an XC, and then you can also, when it's in the graveyard, you can, if you have a normal summon that turn, just say you already have alternative on the board or something, you can banish it and then special summon Red Eyes, which is nice during the end phase. It's the only problem. Then we have Red Eyes Retro Dragon. It's kind of Red Eyes hand trap in a way. So basically, if one of your Red Eyes like alternative gets destroyed, you'd special summon the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Then you'd activate Red Eyes Retro Dragon to special summon back the alternative dragon and himself. So you have 3 monsters on the field, one with 4800, where you get your alternative back to the special summon another one later. And then you also have Red Eyes Retro Dragon, which is really nice. Then we have 2 of the Black Stone of Legends. So basically, when this card is normal summoned, you can special summon Red Eyes from the deck. So you can summon out the Black Flare, you can summon Wyvern, Retro, or Red Eyes Black Dragon, which is nice. And then you also have the effect that if, like, because you're going to be milling a lot of cards and getting a lot of cards to the graveyard, and your deck might be kind of getting empty fairly quick, because it fairly goes through the deck pretty quick. What this card can do is, if you add this card back to your hand, and you can tag on one of your Red Eyes monsters and put it back in the deck and shuffle it. And then for the last monster, we have 3 Black Metal Dragons. So what this card does, basically, you can equip it to a Red Eyes monster. It gains 600 attack, but if then that monster gets sent to the graveyard, you can add a Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand. So you can search out Red Eyes Insight, Red Eyes Fusion, any one of the monsters, whatever. So it's a searcher, like, basically. So that is it for the monsters. So the whole base of the deck is basically swarming Red Eyes onto the field, and even alternative onto the field, because obviously when it is destroyed, You do that kind of stuff. But you can do shenanigans on the field, like go for ranks 7s and stuff like that. The next card is 3 Red Eyes Insight, so you can send a Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. So normally what you do is you'd send it to the graveyard, then search out a Red Eyes spell or trap, and then yeah, that's pretty much all you do. The next card we have is kind of like an Allure of Darkness, I suppose. So you can send a level 7 Red Eyes monster from your hand, which you're running 6, 7, 8 of them, which is not too bad, as well as them all being searchable. And then you send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard, and you draw 2 cards, so it's pretty nice. The next card we are running is 3 Return of the Dragon Lord, so most of the cards in your graveyard are going to be level 7, so you can special summon them, and then you get the added bonus of an extra bit of defense in the deck. Because you can, if it's about to be destroyed, you can banish this card instead. Then we're running 2 Red Eyes Fusion because it is searchable Red Eyes Insight. So what this does is you can fusion summon 1 monster from your deck by sending them to the graveyard, which is nice. So you can go into this Black Comet Dragon, which is the main card we're going to be going into, mainly the extra deck, I suppose. Not the only play, but one of the main plays. And then we have Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shrine is you can send a normal dragon to the graveyard, like Red Eyes or Black Flare, and then send another dragon like Red Eyes Wyvern or Red Eyes or the Blackstone of Legend for that kind of stuff. Then we have the Claw of Hermos, which is you can use like a Red Eyes monster or a dragon monster in your hand to fusion summon one of the Red Eyes cards, which are the Red Eyes, what's it called? Let me see. Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. So I'll go into that now in a sec as well, but that's what Claw of Hermos is. Just like I said, it gets rid of the Red Eyes out of your hands and stuff. And then another thing, we have Super Polymerization, because we're running things like Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and different things, and I'll go into that as well. The 1 monster reborn, just because it's always good to be able to reborn even like your alternative or your Blackness Metal if you summon it properly, obviously, and different things like that. Then the 1-for-1, because we still have the Black Metal Dragon and the Blackstone of Legends, you can special summon those out. And then lastly, we have 2 traps, which are the Return of the Red Eyes. So the only reason I have this is because you do have Black Flare and you do have other stuff, and basically like if you control a Red Eyes monster, you can target a normal monster in the graveyard and special summon them. So you're going to be able to special summon your Red Eyes and your Red Eyes Black Flare, and then go into Exceed plays and do all that kind of stuff. And the only reason I run this over Red Eyes Spirit is because Red Eyes Spirit is just once, and this one can be done every time, and it's not too hard to get a Red Eyes monster out now with alternative and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that is it for the main deck. Let's go into the extra deck then. I realise the camera's a little bit wonky. Sorry. Now, so the first card we have is 1 Meteor Black Comet Dragon. So one of the biggest beaters. This one is 3500 attack, and basically all it uses is a level 7 Red Eyes monster from the deck, obviously, and a level 6 Dragon type monster. So your Neo Kaiser Glider, which is nice. And then you can send something like a Red Eyes Darkness Metal to inflict is it half the original? Yeah, half the original attack. So you're inflicting 1400 damage straight off the bat for nothing, and a lot of the time your first turn you might even go into this, so it's nice. This I suppose you can just take this out. I suppose it's just to make up space. I have like a small side deck I won't show you, but I have a small side deck where Summon Skull is in it just in case. And then if your opponent is using a warrior type, I don't know, like heroes or something like that, you can use this Red Eyes Black Dragon, and you can use one of your opponent's warrior monsters, or like I said in the side deck I have a thing. There is one card I'm actually missing out of this, and it's the Red Eyes Blade with Chain card that lets you attack twice. The only thing I'm missing, but at the minute this is the deck as I've kind of tweaked it a little bit. But yeah, so the Red Eye Slash Dragon is very, very strong actually, and you probably should run at least one warrior in this, maybe, if you can think of a good one. Maybe when the next all the Gemini support comes out and the Red Eyes Gearfried God card, or God Gearfried, whatever it's called, I might add that into it, and that'll make Red Eye Slash Dragon a little more alive in the deck. But basically what this card does is if it attacks, or Red Eyes monster attacks, you can target a warrior monster in the graveyard and equip it to it, and then if your opponent was to activate an effect, you can negate that by getting rid of the equipped monster. The next is Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. So basically what this does is if it can target itself onto a monster, and that monster will gain 500 attack and defense for each dragon monster on the field or in the graveyard. So it gains 1000 attack and then 500 attack for each dragon monster on the field or in the graveyard. So you can get some of your dragons up to really crazy attack. The next one is Starving Venom Fusion Dragon 4. Like I said earlier, your Super Poly plays. Then we have your last one, Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. The only reason I run this is because I'm running Absolute, and I'll show you. But this basically bounces stuff. So yeah, so it's kind of more a fusion deck than anything else, I suppose. But then you do have like these Xyz. So we're running 2 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. So basically, it stops your opponent from doing a lot of things because they have to waste life points to do it. And then you can attach Xyz material from this card and tag out Red Eyes monster, normal monster in the graveyard, and special summon it, so you can special more and keep going and extra plays and stuff. And it's 2800 beers, nice. Then, like I said, Run Eyes Absolute Dragon. So if this card is destroyed, you can special an Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck, which is the Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, and then bounce a card. It also has the effect to stop 2 attacks, which is really nice. Then we have the one number 11 Big Eye, which is really nice as well, I suppose, because you can just take one of your opponent's monsters. It can't attack this turn, but your opponent's monster can attack them directly or whatever to attack them. Then we have the one Tornado Dragon, because we are running 3 Wyvern and 2 Retro Dragons. So even if you have Wyvern on the field, and you leave it there in Retro in your hand, they destroy it, and you can special them in Retro and Wyvern the next turn, going to Tornado Dragon and then destroy some stuff. It's an option as well, I suppose. Yeah. Next, for the links, we have 1 Borlo Dragon. Feel free to change this into any rank 4, any rank 3, or whatever you want, but it's just a nice beater. And then 2 Wee Witches Apprentice, just for like those retro plays and Red Eyes, or the Blackstone of whatever and all that kind of stuff, just because it'll boost up your dark monsters by 500 attack and defense. Yeah, and then if it's destroyed, you get to search like Blue Eyes, Red Eyes Alternative, or whatever, from the graveyard back to your hand, which is nice, or whatever else you want. But that's it for the video, guys. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please, if you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the link in the description, which is my eBay page. It helps out the channel and does all that kind of stuff. I've been actually getting I have the new set, Legendary Duelist thing is out, and I have a few Earthbound stuff, like Ultimate Rare Earthbounds and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know what you think and do all that fun stuff, and just check it out. Maybe it might be something you want. And even some of the cards out of this video, or future videos or past videos, if you want to check out, or you want to give me a private message or something on eBay, or message me on eBay and see if you have one of the cards. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Good luck.